Hello friends, we're back in the kind of what I've dubbed the little Atlantis entrance. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with this. Like, I don't know if I want to maybe, like, you know, make a water slide at the end of this, or I was even thinking about like maybe theming it halfway after the Atlantis resort in the Bahamas, and maybe do that kind of temple slide that they have that goes down into the shark tank. May try to come up with something like that, or, you know, I mean, as far as the Atlantis resort goes, maybe you could even try to build that, you know. I kind of just tested out what the pink buildings would look like, and, you know, how they'd kind of transfer to the game, and how that would look. And the first little building that I put later on, you'll see in the video, it looks pretty good. So I think I can get that kind of pinkish color that the actual resort has. So I don't know, maybe kind of run with it and see if I can do that, and this can just be like my version of the Atlantis resort entrance, and might be able to branch off someday and do some stuff like that, or just make it one big blueprint. And if I can keep it under the allowed count, maybe you guys could actually, might have to make it a smaller version, of course, but you guys might be able to use it in your parks one day, as far as a water park or resort kind of section goes. So that's really kind of what I was really, if you remember a few days, well, probably about a week ago now, what started this whole area was the billboards, and being able to use the you know, having custom textures now that you see kind of off to the each side of the path, which is really just like well, my creativity's just went through the roof with ideas now. Even going back into some of my older parks, and because remember that before, the only way that I could kind of that I would do it like a Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 type of way, where I would just use the flat roof pieces to differentiate between the path and the sidewalk, which, and you know, it looked pretty cool. Like, I was able to pull it off in this game, but not like this, or like on the scale I can do this now. Now there is total separation of the path and the sidewalk, and you know, like we were talking to a couple days ago, what we'll be able to do as far as plazas are concerned nowadays is just wide open. Like, there's really nothing holding you back now from creating those big plaza areas like you you know, like you had wanted to, and like we had talked about for a long time here. A lot of people commenting on wanting to do plazas and stuff. And, you know, remember, you can always run the paths underneath this. So if you're thinking like, well, yeah, but do the guests walk over to the, you know, on that side of the decorated concrete and the stone tile? Well, yeah, you just got to make sure that you got to make sure your billboard is just higher than the path, because you don't want to make it too high, or it like chops the guests' ankles. It looks like they don't have feet, and they're just walking on their little stub, like above their ankle. So what you want to do is you got to really play with it and make sure their feet, I don't think you can get it totally perfect. Their feet are going to sink in a little bit, but not noticeable enough to where it's, you know, going to throw the whole thing off and you know, not look good. But yeah, so that is kind of that is it, guys. Like I said, maybe we'll look into extending past this, and instead of just doing a water slide, maybe you can try the resort, like actually try to do the Atlantis resort with the bridge and the towers and all that. So who knows? I will thinking about giving it a try. I don't want to just kind of do all this work right here and just end it for a, you know, a water slide that then, you know, obviously the guests and stuff can't use yet. I think it'd be a little more interesting if I'd go further and do the actual resort and get that part in there that you guys can actually use. So anyways, guys, yeah, this will be the last part of this little video. Not too long. I didn't mess around in real time with it very, very long. Maybe a little over an hour to do all this. But brought in a custom texture right here, some really cool block stone texture that I used at the bottom of this building, and I know some people are probably going to be like, well, yeah, but we kind of already have that. Why didn't you just use the in-game? I just think this looked cooler. It's got that really, really separated. See how the cracks are really, really exaggerated? That was kind of what I was going for. I wanted it to be a little more browner than that, than what I ended up using. So may do some searching around and see if I can find some stone a little bit browner. But the pink, really, really light pink, really worked out well. This whole little front little facade worked out good. I don't know if I could turn it into like an information booth or you know, something like that. But anyways, I'm pleased with the area. It's like I said, started out as just a texture test, and might morph into something a lot bigger than that. So anyways, guys, like always, give me a thumbs up if you end up enjoying this video, and subscribe for more Planet Coaster content. Exciting times are ahead. And yeah, I will catch you on my next video, which will probably be, if you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, I've rescaled the Batmobile for you guys. So no longer will you have to just use that little crappy mini version. I've got a full-scale Batmobile, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I will catch you in my next video. Thank you. See ya.